that it be listed immediately on the main table.
Item 21, 22 at the request of Mr. S. Punik. Matters are then adjourned for 2 weeks.
It will be listed in the week commencing on 17th of July.
We can't say it will be listed on a date fixed by the registry. On a date
It will be
fixed
on the day that may be
fixed by the registry.
the interim protection may continue.
Interim protection will continue.
Right.
Item 2021,
21, 22.
21, 22. 21, 22.
Next, please. Next, please, I'd like to mention item number 6.
No.
I mean, we are allowed to withdraw.
Withdraw.
We have already existing an answer.
Mr. A. Moti, counsel for the petitioner, submits on instructions. The petition has become effective. Craves leave. Therefore, submits the does not wish to press the writ petition. The petition accordingly stands dismissed. It's not pressed.
May please.
Yes.
See, I recommend item number 25.
No.
Matter will be adjourned for 2 days. Okay, and maybe come up after sheets will be. I have to take instruction.
Item
25.
25. You are for the
Petitioner.
some interim order must be there.
No, Lordship.
Right, at the request of Mr. A. Sharma, learned counsel petitioner, matters stands adjourned for 2 weeks.
Page Lordship. I would like to mention item number 10. The petitioner has been posted in similar posts, so he wants to withdraw this application.
10 and 11.
10 and 11 is together. I am appearing in 10.
Okay, at the request of Mr. D.K. Bhattacharjee, learned counsel for the petitioner. The petition 10 is dismissed as not pressed as is submitted that the petitioner has already is no longer interested in pursuing the petition.
He has given a written consent. It can be taken record.
A written consent submitted by the petitioner and produced before this court is kept on record.
Okay.
Yes,
With the consider on the side, I'd like to mention item number 9.
9
Admitting after vacation.
after vacation. Who's for the other side?
I'm for the rest number 5.
And the petitioner,
Petitioner, Lordship.
you take a consent of the petitioner,
Yes, sir. I've taken the consent.
Mr.
Arshan.
Arshan.
N. Burma.
On behalf of N. Burma.
Lordship.
Learned counsel for respondent 5 submits with the consent of the counsel for the petitioner that the matter be adjourned for 2 weeks.
Okay.
Lordship, item number 28. So, Lordship, we have filed the affidavit in reply. So, can we give some time?
You want to file? You have not filed. Your name?
See, Burma Lordship.
C. Bormon learned counsel for the respondent, a petitioner. He prays for and is granted 2 weeks time to file an affidavit in reply into the affidavit in opposition filed with the respondent after 2 weeks.
And please, your Lordship, I take to mention item 12. You can concern on the other side.
Yes,
I pray for adjournment.
17 matter.
17 meter Lordship. KK Parasar is giving some medical condition.
Your name?
K. Kolita.
Mr. K. Polita, appearing on behalf of Mr. K. Parasar CGC, submits that learned counsel appearing for the central government has some medical issues, therefore he is unable to appear in court. Adjournment is prayed for 2 weeks. Who's for the petitioner? MS. So it's a learned counsel for the petitioner. Has no objection to list after 2 weeks. After 2 weeks.
May please, your Lordship. Lordship, I think to mention item number 24. Lordship. This matter has taken infrastructure.
Item 24, Mr. M. Ahmed. Mr.
And
M. Ahmed, learned counsel for the petitioner. Submits that this petition has become infractuous. Therefore, it does not wish to press the writ petition dismissed and not press. Interim order, any, if any, stands vacated. Even be like withdrawal or dismissal, interim order if existed. Yes.
May I please, your lordship, I get to mention for item number 30, lordship, petitioner for relief, lordship. So, madam, it is closed.
MSRP Bora Learned Counsel for the petitioner submits that the submits on instruction, the petitioner does not wish to press the writ petition any further. Accordingly, the petition stands dismissed, interim order if any stands vacated.
It is.
May I please, lordship? I get to mention item number 31. A similar matter is pending for the division bench. So this matter may be come after 4 weeks.
Lordship, I pray for the respondents in this matter, there is no objection.
There is some matter pending.
Can I challenge the rules which is pending before the judicial lordship?
It is at joint request, it is submitted. It is submitted by both councils, MS so and so, MS so and so, the parties. That and what is pending before DB? Challenge to the rules.
The service rules have been challenged.
The challenge to the service rules is presently pending disposal before division bench of this court. And since this matter pertains to
Pertains to employment of the local people, we have challenged that NRL does not allow people from other districts to get in grade 4, grade 3 and grade 2 post.
since
That was
this
the challenge
matter
against the advertisement.
also arises out of issues relating to service rules. Both councils have submitted that the matter be posted after the 4 weeks. Accordingly, it's up to 4 weeks. 4 weeks.
But there is no objection.
May I please, lordship, I read to mention item number 2. Also, the matter is given to the first lordship. May I be allowed to?
Your name? Your name?
D1000 lordship.
Mr. D. Thousand Learned Counsel for the petitioner submits some instructions that the petition has become infructuous, therefore the same is dismissed as not pressed. If the same, it does not wish to press, accordingly, the petition is dismissed as not pressed, interim order if any, standing.
Mobilized lordship.
May I please, your lordship?
Yes.
I beg to mention item number 2. The petitioner don't want. Item number 5.
5, yes,
The petitioner don't want to pursue the matter against others, kindly.
similar order, Mr.
S1.
As for the petition.
I have appeared for respondent.
Mr. P. Borderland
Lordship.
appears for respondents number 4, 6, 7, 9, 10,
Lordship, I will respond.
private respondents. Yes, interim order is very stand again.
I don't know 23. Since 21, 22 was connected with 23. And 21 and 22 has already been mentioned. So it can be taken up among the other.
23.
Yes.
No, 21, 22 is a cooperative department, 23 is the forest matter. How do you say it is connected?
My phone.
Supplementary list motion BA, item number 32.
Then there is a lordship. What is the certificate matter minor? 141 days album to the minor.
The call for CD, what is it? Heard, Learned Counsels for the parties. This is a bail application filed by the petitioner who was arrested in connection with who's arrested and presently in custody in connection with an authoritative. Now, in connection with what is the PS case?
It is minor for the
13,
police case, 13.
Potasi Lambari PS case number 35 of 23 and presently
That's second case.
pending before the Sessions Court, Kamrup Metro as Sessions case number 84 of 23. Was to registry to requisition the legible scan copies of the LCR might have been listed after 2 weeks.
And it's minor, only the annexure to page 60, annexure to page 60,
Yes,
annexure to page 60. this, my lord, this has been seen and for this 141 days, 120 feet long and 4 inch by 86 height.
What is the FIR?
My lord, FIR connection 1 page 11.
This, you are keeping a man for stealing a pipe and some materials. But we will fix it.
That's what they need.
Carry on. Vacation. You know what it is happening about. It will be on 4th of July, vacation code.
4-7.
4/7, December 4/7.
So let's find out here.
Item number 33.
For CD.
My lord. They need to see anything.
After vacation, for CD install. 20 July.
My lord.
20 July.
34.
So sorry, item number 33.
You have call for CD
All for.
on 20 July 20. 20.
Can be earlier lost because he is in the jail for the 2 months.
That's an NDP is
After summer vacation.
after summer vacation, only 20 July. Yes, Mr. Murray,
What is your
you lost your brief.
item number? Your item number? Item number 34, my lord.
Yes, 34.
No,
Yes, 34. No, we have not even started. You are 34. Huh?
I was just inquiring, my lord.
So 34 is not all. Yes.
Yes, my lord. Here, my lord, is charge sheeted, my lord. 366, my lord.
Where is your FIR?
FIR lordship, my kindly page 13, my lord. Allegation was, my lord, regarding, my lord, that I have lured a minor girl, my lord. And the accident, as per the allegation, occurrence was taking place on 1/5, my lord. And the FIR was lodged on 1/7, my lord, after one week of the occurrence, my lord. And the informant was, my lord, as per the FIR, my lord, informant was lodged by the counter of the village, my lord, third party, my lord. The victim and family members are nowhere reflected, my lord, in the.
All right, learned counsel for the parties. Bail application. Taking made
Yes, my lord.
in connection with Howrah Ghat PS case number so and so, which was charged again. It is presently pending.
My lord, may kindly consider on any condition, my lord.
No, we'll have to call for the scan
My
copy.
lord, kindly.
Scan copy of
Charge
the.
sheet I have enclosed, my lord.
No, but we'll call for scan copy.
My lord, I am already 52 days, my lord, lordship on earlier occasion, my lord, this court permitted me to approach the court below, my lord. Accordingly, I approached, my lord,
Then-
after charge sheet, my lord. So court below again rejected, my lord. This is the, my lord, second time I am approaching, my lord.
We'll have to see the report. Let us see the scan copy of the
Only
case report.
366, my lord, allegation is, my lord. I am already 52 days behind, my lord. Only I will appear before the court below, my lord, on any condition, my lord. And nothing, my
What is
lord.
the statutory period?
My lord. 366, my lord.
Nothing is there, my lord. I was, I'm not disputing, my lord. I had a last years, my lord.
Isn't it? CRPC?
Ten years, my lord.
10 years. And finding non-resident trial by the non-combatant. 10 years.
I'm not disputing my
Up
lord,
to.
nothing, my lord. Up to, yes, up to my
So
lord.
that makes it 60.
60, my lord.
किताब क्या है?
No, I am without going to the record.
Everything is there, I have enclosed, my lord. Everything, entire charge sheet, I have enclosed.
After going to the investigation, on sufficient material, they have to submit against.
My lord, somebody who with me, my lord, on that, I'm not disputing, I have adheres, my lord. What is here, my lord? Let me press the trial, whether that I have due time.
So I'll have to be satisfied.
Yes, my lord.
How do you satisfy me? Satisfy me?
Judge sheet may kindly come to judge sheet, my lord.
Yes, where is it? Page
My
number,
lord, page number, my lord, page 20 and 21, my lord. It starts from page 20, my lord.
yes,
My lord, if I may permitted to read, my lord.
please go.
The prefix of the case is that on 7/5/23, the complainant so and so, son of so and so, resident of so and so. By filing a written complaint informed that Miss so and so, daughter of so and so, this is victim, my lord. Of so and so, who has been running 14 years of age only. She has been abducted by unknown persons. And after an investigation, the complainant learned that the girl so and so has been abducted by Sri so and so, accused person, son of so and so, residents of so and so. The girl was identified as minor. So being the head of the village, pray to the officer in charge of Haragat police station for taking legal action. So he is according to that, he has Akampura, my lord, he is discharged duty, my lord, he has informed the officer in charge of Haragat police station, and on the basis of that, my lord, this instant FIR has been, my lord, registered, my lord. If somebody, my lord, I will just, my lord, straight here, if somebody, my lord, is kidnapped, what, 7 days, what have been doing by the victim family, my lord? So, my lord, FIR itself very clear, my
What is
lord.
the order of the trial court?
My lord, kindly, last 2 page, my lord, page 26, my lord. Earlier, trial court rejected my prayer on an initial stage. Then I approached this court, and in the meantime, my lord, charge sheet was filed. So again, this court directed us, and I approached my lord, the client court below, my lord. Page 26, my lord. Since the offense is exclusively tribal by session court, so considering the nature of offense, he has rejected, my lord. And regarding that, whether, my lord, there is any chances, my lord, of on any condition, any other condition.
We'll let us call for the case, let us call for the scan copies.
My lord, if whether my lord, whether my intelligence may be secure or not, my lord. Whether the accused person, because he's a local resident of my lord of the where cognizance is taken, my lord. So only thing is, my lord, whether my intelligence is secure or not. I am very young boy, my lord, 20 years, my lord. So, my lord, on any condition, lordship may
But it
kindly
has been,
release.
no, your matter has been rejected by this court, by the trial court, so let us have.
Trial
the-
court, my lord, only thing is that
Yeah.
additional session court is CGM is not a, my lord, concerned court, my lord, where.
You appear before the court, will the records are available there, court will look into the case records and pass orders.
So my lord.
So we are trying to help you by calling for a scan copy. If you think that you can't wait for that, then we have to decide on merit, we'll decide on merit.
So my lord, only the learned court, additional court, CGM, my lord, says that since the offense is cognizable by trial by session court.
That's all right, but then your matter, you have been, this is not a first bail.
Right.
It has been rejected earlier also here, charge sheet has been filed.
Lordship says that you go to that.
Kindly page number 26, kindly see,
Yes.
This is the case record.
just peruse the case record.
Right.
We'll-
So, report, case report, money, judge sheet I have enclosed, my lord. Judge sheet that I enclosed. What is there, my lord? Nothing is there, my lord.
So let us have the,
Only two things, my lord.
let me have a satisfaction of going through the case record, it is already
Yes,
I'm
madam.
there.
Yes, my lord. Only two
So
things
it can come by
my lord.
tomorrow.
At the time of investigation, my lord, if Lordship appreciate, my lord, the birth certificate of the victim as well as my lord, the birth certificate.
We
of
want to see the statements. Do you have the statements here?
victim statement.
Do you have the statements? You don't have.
My lord, I'm not disputing, my lord, to that effect. I had a love affairs with somebody else. And on that day, we went, my lord, and when.
Mr. Counsel, please make your submissions within the parameters of law.
My lord,
All right.
my lord,
So your good intentions, your wishful thinkings, etc. are, we cannot take note of that.
yes. So,
We want to see on a perusal of the case diary, we'll see what statements are there, what materials are available. That's all.
yes, my lordship is correct, but my lord.
You were at liberty to press the matter before this court. It was a bail application. It is not an anticipatory bail application. When the matter was before this court, you had appeared.
Yes, my lord.
Yeah.
My lord, already, my lord, I'm
When charge sheet is being submitted,
29.5.
the petition stood disposed of. You could have argued this matter. You could have argued this matter.
At that time, my lord, justice was not on report. So,
It was open for you to argue, to call for the case records. It is a bail application,
yes, my lord.
not an anticipatory bail application.
Yes. So, trial court we approach, my lord, accordingly.
You are not understanding what I try to say, or you are avoiding.
No, she-
You are attempting to project, you are not understanding. So we don't appreciate such behaviors,
My lord.
right? So we
my
call
lord,
for the case
it's
diary.
correct, my lord, but
Yes.
only I'm having problem is, my lord, because of the, my lord, my lord, already 52 days, my lord.
Quite right, but you missed your chance earlier. You should have argued this when the matter was pending in the first time. You did not. You chose to go before the court below. When you need not have. Beyond that,
Of course,
anything
my lord,
more I
will
cannot say.
miss the past, my lord.
Yes.
But I consider, my lord.
that's what we'll do. So we'll call for the records, we'll list on court, 4th of July. Call for scan copies. All right.
4/7.
Yes, 4/7.
Item 35.
I'm obliged, my lord.
Item number 35.
Call for CD
My God.
and anything else? What is the FIR?
TD man.
Hmm?
TD man, only.
Only CD. Where is the FIR? Let us see.
FIR is TD man.
We'll need medical also.
Right. Right.
Call for CD along with medical and 164 statement if for the victim, if available. This is coming from
Siran.
Chirang.
After that,
When was he arrested?
oh, yes.
25/5. List on 17.
Right.
July.
Right.
36.
Yes.
Indicates the commission benefit to the case diary.
Call for case diary, hard joint counsels. List on 17. July.
Right. Obliged. Hello.
Regulation motion item number 1.
37.
Yeah, Mr. Lordship. When I'm only paying for updated is there one of the second application.
Yeah. All for CD. List on 17.
And you written. Right.
Item 37.
Yes.
The petition for crossing of the order taking cognizance of the offence as well as the proceeding therein. In fact, Lordship has dealt with
Similar.
another petition filed by another petition. The order perhaps is on the record number. So this is the another that then we can that's what we are also. And can it take up the order that your Lordship has passed, detailed order your Lordship has passed.
Who are you now?
And now I am the branch, at that time I was the branch manager of the Discharge branch. Where the particular Ariful farmer has maintained the account. He deposited
Earlier, you were the branch head of HDFC.
all our SDFC employee.
Okay.
He was the branch manager of the service branch. But the CPS complaint checks are always from the branch, it goes to the service branch. And thereafter, after doing certain formality, it is transferred to the Royal Bank. That is Allahabad Bank, Petitioner. So he was the branch manager of service. But now he is the branch manager of the Discharge branch, where the person has maintained the account. But he has no role at all. After clearance by the Allahabad Bank Institute, the money has come to his account. And the order also reflects the other day I have submitted this initially the amount was placed in his account and thereafter it was given to the accused as per the order before. It was deposited in Eastern Coastal branch, it went to the service branch, then it went to the Dryer Bank cleared the amount, then it came to the Eastern Coastal branch where he maintained the account. These are all online transactions from physical. Now presently he is posted at Manipur. Manipur is the
No, but why is he named here? Is he named in the proceeding?
some other name.
Where?
Yes.
But we have already stayed the proceeding, haven't we?
In respect of that service, the manager service branch. Page 48. The Chelsea starts from page 48.
That is as good as having the matter state.
Since
When is it fixed?
it has been the state so well that particular petitioner is concerned.
It's coming up tomorrow. No, sorry, 27.
It was listed yesterday.
Yesterday. When is the next day?
But no date has been fixed after vacation.
So we'll fix it after vacation. They will come after vacation. Both the matters together.
The state also has granted only in respect of that particular.
Correct. What is the stage? What is the stage?
Agrees.
So therefore we'll fix it immediately after vacation. Let us have it on 17 or 18. Along with the other matter. Right? The Hard Learned Council posits of this criminal petition is filed with the petitioner praying for washing of the charge sheet submitted in GR case number 540 of 2018. The order dated 24/7/2019 passed by the court of CJM Tinsukia, taking cognizance of the offences alleged, as well as the further proceedings in connection with GR case number 540 of 2018. Also, this court ID order dated 8/6/2023 had dealt with another criminal petition filed by a petitioner similarly situated, and this court directed this court stayed further proceedings in PRC. Its numbers are different.
There's a case of 499 of 2018.
Okay. PRC case of 499 of 2018 pending before the court of CJM Tinsukia arising out of GR case number 540 2018. Insofar as the petitioner in that criminal petition is concerned. Also, a similar prayer is made by the petitioner here. It is submitted by the learned counsel that he is the branch manager
Of
Of-
HDFC Bank, Christian Street branch
HDFC Bank, Christian Rossi branch
at the relevant time.
at the relevant point in time, and in which branch the prime accused
Ariful Ahmed
Ariful Ahmed
has maintained.
had
the-
maintained his accounts. Also, let both the matters be listed together again on 17 July. And on which date further prayer for further orders will be considered.
Same item number 38 and 39.
Similar order in 38, 39.
One of their designation will be different.
Or we say let this matter be listed along with criminal petition numbers so and so and item numbers
38 and 39.
38 and 39 be listed together on 70.
Alright. Second.
Meanwhile, you obtain instructions.
Item number 40.
Yes.
You brought this matter or the petition matter. Irrigation matter offense under 79 matter, FI is page 14 matter. And the secretary of the matter. Occasional consumer.
1 crore,
Limited matter.
1 crore.
Minus not crore matter. That is matter there. By a complaint that figure is shown matter. That is a minor. NFSA matter. Under the Food Security Act matter. I do, this is because society, I am the secretary of the society man. So as per allotment made by the Food and Civil Supply Department of the District Administration, as per the minor order of the minor supply inspector, it is supplied to the minor, my society man. So my society, according to the quota, I see this project minor
Yes,
to the Anganwadi center and to the minor care supply stuff minor.
yes,
If they have supplied, I have minor mistake, that is different thing. They have not supplied, how I can mistake here?
Madam, at this stage already city may be called for matter.
any other, there must be some other matters pending.
Fine.
Are you aware?
Fine.
Do you know about any other matters pending arising out of the same FIR or connected to the same FIR? No, I'm asking the, you have to find a way to connect.
And they have not supplied me. The allegation is that if they have supplied matter, I have not distributed to the fair price stock and matter.
Mr. M. Saronial and Council hearing for the petitioner. This is the Navy petition filed by the petitioner apprehending arrest in connection with an FIR dated connection with the case number Ekia Zuli,
Yes,
PSK
98.
98 of 2023 under section 20. Stop. This submitted that FIR dated 30/06/2023 was launched by the informant who is the inspector of Food and Civil Supplies to Department Tejpur, making allegations that petitioner and his colleagues had siphoned off NFSA rice to a amounting NFSA rise of more than 2,300 quintals for the months of June and July 2023. July 23.
Man, they have not supplied. How July come? June also they have not supplied. How grams
July
comes to me
23.
until unless it's supplied?
And
Easy solving, sir.
which is provided by the government for distribution amongst poor people. Most of it is alleged that the approximate value of this rice in the black market would be about 1 crore. Most of it is alleged that the petitioner had committed offences under the Assam Public Distribution Articles, Distribution of Articles Order 1982, and targeted public distribution system within the Control Order 2015, and therefore a case under Section 7 of Essential Commodities Act 1995 was requested to be registered against the petition. Section 7, isn't there a judgment that it is a
I am member of Cooperative Society, Secretary of Cooperative, not affected at all.
no, I'm asking you, is there a judgment where Section 7 has been held to be bailable?
In the meantime, I am protected.
Mr. Soran is the counsel to the petitioner submits that he's not connected at all with the alleged offences, and that apart, the quantities of rice alleged to have been supplied have not yet been supplied, and therefore there is no question of siphoning of the same rice for selling in black market, etc. There are Mr. P. Sharma and the submits that his diary will be necessary in this case. There are accordingly. Let CD be called for in the matter. Meantime, if petitioner there is taken connection with the case, it shall be released on punishing a bail bond of rupees 30,000 with one noble security of life and one to the satisfaction of the the subject in the following conditions. Appear with the IU within 7 days. Should not move out of the jurisdiction of what is that? Take care. Yes. You shall not influence or intimidate any person or attempt to temper or tamper with any document or any evidence. Based on first of August,
Fine.
2nd of August.
I know.
41.
Yes.
We have timber business. And we deal with the government. From long time, we have business related. Now, one million as per allegation, his car was taken by us. It was recovered manner as per Switzerland, it
So basically, will the star was recovered, because 19 minor mobile also recovered. Thereafter, my lord, we simultaneously also lodge an FIR matter. Case 22. All other transactions are clear and before that FIR my lord, they are delivered.
Yes, yes.
First, can you see the transaction?
Where?
Transaction case 28. Start from case 28.
Hmm.
We have
What
lot of
transaction?
transaction with them. With the information.
What transaction?
They for timber manor, he is timber dealer and we have shop, timber shop. He used to deliver timber going to us.
Yes, Mr. Soni.
FIR matter case 16 matter, last 2 line matter, allegation against matter. Case 16 matter. Then I saw 4 persons from Nalbari district whom I known since young every to Raju Ahmed, present petitioner. So Korimali assaulted me and said to sit down at the other people are from NDFP group. They demanded me to give 30 lakhs or they will kill me. Colin said that he is the friend of other guys who were called NDFP since 10 years. And he stayed with them in jungle and they were acting weapons. And saying that Colin forced me to enter into an agreement. The agreement included the FIR, the owner that would not pay the amount for my timber. The agreement was for payment of rupees 30 lakhs, only which was false and out of fear of death, I signed on the.
That is 30 lakhs we demanded and agreement was only made for 30 lakhs. That is doubtful. That is illegal, whatever we may be signed in the case diary may be called for.
Yes.
The remaining parties there.
Learned counsel to the parties for proceeding. We'll call for CD.
Only city.
In next, in next, when we are timber business, it will be lost because our difference here.
Cheating parties there, madam. Demanding and.
We also lost, a huge loss, my lord, because we have timber regular have to pay the.
Petitioner has filed this application at the nearest condition. Paneri case, PS case number 68 of 23. Also, it is submitted that the informant was in a fire dated 19/6/23, making allegations and announced that they were threatened the informant and forcibly entered into an agreement for supply of timber at the price mentioned in the agreement, which also it is submitted that it is alleged in the FIR that the agreement was signed because the informant was intimidated by the informant, by the accused person, and his the accused person and his associates. Also, they also snatched away the mobile phone, earphones, and watch. So, Mr. Swensola and counsel for the petitioner submits that these allegations are false, and on the contrary, the petitioners before this court had also lodged an FIR against the informant. That in spite of furnishing the requisite amount of rupees 8,20,000 as advance money, for supply of timber, the timber has not been supplied by the informant, and that is the actual dispute. All the allegations made in the FIR against the petitions are false and incorrect. Mr. B. Sharma subjects that if I CD at this week will be required. Accordingly, call for CD. Along with
my and pulling on the accepted.
medical report if any. In the meantime, if the petitioners are arrested, they shall be released on furnishing a bail bond of rupees 30,000 with one rupee signature like a satisfaction to be investigated. He shall appear before the IM within 7 days from today. He shall not leave the jurisdiction of Paneri police station without written permission. He shall not intimidate or influence any person or witness or attempt to tamper or hamper any evidence of the documents. Is taken on 1st of August, 2nd of August.
Item number 42.
Yes.
Their lordship will find the FIR at page 10.
Page 10.
Yes,
Yes. Yes.
but he issued a certificate to someone in Borima Kapur. On the basis of the fees prepared by the school authority, showing the mother's name, Mosoruti. But the admission register was not asked to produce the order for, but the admission register was missing. So he could not produce the admission register because it's not report. And there was a direction by this one report, loss and affair against the petition.
When an FIR is lost, the direction of the court, does it entitle you for a anticipatory bail?
Now, can you see? But once he has issued the certificate. and he has-
Whatever it may be, but there is a direction
Yes.
by a division bench of this court.
Correct. The direction of this court followed at page 14. It is admitted.
Where is the direction?
Page 15 also will find the operative formula.
Where is it?
Page 14 and operative formula page 15.
No, but where is the direction to lodge an FIR
Page 16 also will find paragraph 5.
registered?
Yes.
Yes. The specific direction.
Paragraph 8. The DEO to be to register a police case in appropriate police institution against the authorities of the so and so number is to investigate the matter. Thereafter submit a report. Page 16, para 8.
So they have filed an FIR.
Yes, by that time.
Oh.
Now, since the matter of document is I cannot improve my case.
No, you.
What is done?
Your case you have urged. But this is an FIR at the instance or the direction of a division bench of this court.
Yes.
Now-
We are.
The court is monitoring this investigation.
Yes. Will not cooperate with the investigation.
We don't know, you will keep it pending you, when is the matter fixed?
The matter is fixed, next date is 19/7/23. Page 18 or 25.
So we'll keep it on 19/7, let us see what happens.
But till then some entry protection.
We can't give you interim protection at this stage. How can we give you? How can we give you the privilege?
Yes.
It's not a privilege. This is not a privilege, this is the direction of the court,
Yes, that is fine, madam.
then can it be a privilege?
Since school teacher is there. That
List on 19th along with,
that is there, madam.
Or not along with, list on 19th. All for CD.
Right.
That's all we can do for the time, being, nothing more.
Till then some entry.
You are not realizing the problem. Interim protection or protection is a privilege.
Yes.
When there is a direction of the court, as a division bench of this court, to lodge an FIR, I don't think you are entitled to the privilege. It can be a privilege.
Suppose the lordship is there. Suppose this is not admitted fair. Now, if he is arrested, he cannot put a book for indefinite period in the jail.
You urge it before the division bench because there is a specific direction to register.
That's fine, but we cannot approve the division bench for bail matter.
You cannot approach for bail, but there is a specific direction to register.
Registered, fine. Yes,
That order
registered.
remains.
Yes, correct.
The direction is not to investigate and file a status report. Direction is to register, investigate and then file a report.
Yes.
So investigation will have to be done under the court, whatever procedures are prescribed.
That is fine. but-
So that clarification which you want, I can't give it to you. You have to approach the court concerned.
Since I have apprehension.
But apprehension is bound to be there, so that apprehension you should have expressed before the court. That in case of a direction like this, these are the consequences.
I understand. 19-7.
19, sir, we are keeping it on, because before that, this matter will not be listed, the division bench matter.
Yes.
So we are keeping it on 19-7, you see what happens on 19-7.
Always.
Item 43.
May I please ask for it?
Yes,
38 FIR is at page number 12.
yes. Yes, please.
Is information regarding commission of offense of wrongful claim of tax credit and tax invoicing by Sri Wandu Dev, proprietor of Mrs. Purvanchal Minaran. So I have the honor to submit a first information report against Sri so and so, who is a proprietor of Mrs. Purvanchal Minaran's bearing GST number so and so, for having purportedly committing the offense of wrongful claim of tax credit and paid bill credit. Thus, he has deliberately entered into a nexus of common criminal conspiracy with a malified intent to defraud and deprive the status of its legitimate revenue. The modus operandi of it, evidences of fake invoicing against sale. Sri Dibudev obtained a registration.
All for CD, hard learned counsel for the parties. All for CD.
I am for one Manoj Goel, Your Lordship.
Ah.
I am not for the proprietor of Mrs. Purvanchal, who has been evaded tax, Your Lordship.
All right, who are you? Why are you apprehending here?
My name has been reflected in the FIR that,
That's correct. You must be an employee.
yes, Your Lordship, I am the employee, Your Lordship.
That
Only protection may be granted with next state, Your Lordship. Because, Lordship, I am just an employee, I have no role in the evasion of tax, Your Lordship. And the
what do you do in the office?
Lordship, I manage the affairs, Your Lordship, staffs and workers. Your Lordship.
Then you're the manager. You know exactly what is going on.
But I have no access to the accounts, Your Lordship.
That is a,
Lordship, I have
that is
also,
a,
I have also annexed, Your Lordship, my income tax return regarding the salary slips.
this is
Lordship.
not about income tax. This is about evasion of GST.
Yes, Your Lordship, office of GST, but I have no role with the proprietors, accounts of the proprietorship, Your Lordship. Lordship,
You show us your appointment letter or your area of,
Lordship, I have annexed, Your Lordship. It page number 15, annexed B, Your Lordship.
who has issued this?
Proprietor, Your Lordship, and
Who is the private use?
Lordship, proprietor is already arrested, Your Lordship. Ludev is already arrested, Your Lordship. I will cooperate, Lordship, with the investigation till CD, Your Lordship, arrives, Your Lordship. Till protection till CD, Your Lordship.
Yes, Mr. Sharma, what do you
My
say?
at this stage, my only city, my then it will come out, my whether it is inclusion, my
If any involvement is found, Your Lordship, my.
and this is only city, my here is a huge amount of my
I have no role to assess the account, Your Lordship. So kindly till CD, Your Lordship. If anything is found against me, my prayer may be rejected at that stage, Your Lordship. But till CD, since vacation is there, Your Lordship, I will be. And main accused is already been arrested, Your Lordship.
how many statement it will be clear matter. How he was involved.
Till CD comes, Your Lordship.
Third, council of the parties. This petition is filed by the petitioner, so and so, who's apprehending arrest in connection with. This is the case number. PIU,
My lord.
PS case number 04 of 2023. Under section 2020. It is alleged that
My lord, in page 13, my lord. Page 13, my lord. Economic offences committed by FIR, my lord. Lordship, my lord. In the course of investigation, Mr. Duludev admitted that he was working under one city Mono Square.
Purvanchal
He is the my lord.
is the proprietor of Duludev, your
it
lordship.
was financed.
Finance. A transaction.
Working under Mono Square, that is the present.
Page number 13 you see,
My lord, page 13, my lord.
confirmed, he was financed.
My lord.
Earlier lordship, a transaction was held in the year 2017 amounting to rupees 18 lakh. It was received by Purvanchal and returned by
It will be
Monaco.
clear,
That was closed, your lordship. Meantime, your lordship, I will file the statement. So
Finance
evidence in
will-
affidavit.
Your statements are not correct, you are not being able to give a proper statement, madam.
Hmm.
You are showing a certificate, the statements made by the prime accused are contrary to that.
Lordship, I am the employer, lordship, it is admitted. fact.
You said you were working just a while ago,
Here, your lordship,
then how can you be the employer?
I am the employee or not employer, lordship.
You kindly see what is stated at para 13, page 13. Page 13.
Lordship, it is alleging that I am the proprietor by the PIO, lordship, but. I am
Unless
not
you are,
the proprietor,
unless,
lordship.
no, madam, I can understand that these are allegations, but your conduct as a counsel is also necessary. You must submit whatever is there correctly. And as per what is evident, what are your instructions? Right? It is true that you are representing a client and getting an order from the court is your prime concern,
Lordship,
but not at all costs. All right. The petitioner is apprehending arrest in connection with so and so, as it is alleged that the petitioner has been involved in evasion of GST, causing colossal losses to the exchequer. Also, the counsel to the petitioner submits that he is mainly an employee under in the concerned measures Purvanchal Minerals, and therefore he is not given the responsibility of handling any accounts of the business, and he is totally unaware as to the returns filed and the amount of taxes required to be paid. These allegations, according to the learned counsel to the petitioner, are false and concocted. Therefore, the learned counsel prays for grant of and speed to be paid. Then Mr. B. Sharma, learned APP submits that CD be called for. When can you get your CD? Okay, so
From coming back to my lord. You expect the present tense also we can do.
when can you produce? 4th, 6th, 11th, 13th,
6 months.
6. It is submitted that the CD can be produced during the next available bench during vacations, which is 6th of July. Let the matter be listed again on 6th of July before the court, before the available court, on which date the learned counsels pray for grant of and speed will be considered. CD to be produced on the next date fixed. Please on 6th July.
44.
FIR lodged type copy of FIR lodged on page 30. Their main allegation is against the person Madhav Guna. He is a teacher and he was also arrested. I am not named in the FIR, not there is any allegation against me. in the FIR.
So,
Yes, Madhav is arrested in page 15 of document 5 forwarding report I have answered. And my apprehension is that notice, after the occurrence, the informant and the notice accused person approached the school managing committee to settle the issue. That is your notice will find page 16. Accordingly, in presence of the informant and the accused person, we have noticed took a decision that he will seek some apology from the victim. The accused person. The accused person will seek for apology from the victim, and the matter will be settled. And if you notice page 18, serial number 12, this is the signature of the informant. And this decision was taken in presence of both parties on 16/6/2023. Thereafter, the informant lost the present case, and my apprehension is that the police sees this resolution, and now police is telling that we have suppressed the offense, and therefore we will also be booked under section 21 of the POCSO Act. Now, if you are not saying,
who are you? Who are you?
I am the headmaster of the school.
Headmaster.
And I am secretary of the school managing committee by virtue of my. Yeah. And if you notice section 21 of the POCSO Act, that says, if someone fails to report the offense, only police is making us aware, but I am a government employee, therefore I am apprehending arrest. Section
Failure to
21.
report.
Section 21. Any person who fails to report the commission of an offence under subsection 1 of section 19 or 20, or who fails to record such offence under subsection 2 of section 19 shall be punished with imprisonment of either decision which may extend to 6 months or with fine or with both. And if you notice now turn to section 31, it says that criminal procedure code is applicable. And in that view of the matter, the present section 21 will be available offence. But as the police is not just repeatedly visiting his house, he approached before the
No, you're referring to page
section 31.
31.
Code of criminal procedure is applicable to bail and bond, and then also scheduled to within say, if it is punishable with less than 3 years, then it is bailable offence.
So this is 6 months.
Yes.
Then
In that case, it will be bailable.
this is available, then
But still, police is saying that only he approached police, even if you also dismiss my application, that observation is required because police is repeatedly visiting his house.
yes. What do you say?
My lord. And if it is available as far as my lord, different matter, then there is no application matter.
That is why councils are always referred to as learned.
My lord, my lord.
Yes,
And headmaster also, instead of sending it to the information matter,
learned councils to the parties. This heavy petition is filed by the petitioner apprehending arrest. In connection with Majuli PS case number 67 of 2023 under section 20, read with section 10 POCSO. So it is alleged that it is submitted that an FIR dated 19/6/2023 was lodged by the informant one Ham Chandra Gora, alleging that his daughter was studying in class 10 at Sonapur High School. was inappropriately touched by the by one teacher in the school. Named in the FIR. Also, it is alleged that the same teacher and grade 4 employees working in the circle office, Srijan Ram Revenue Circle, and the petitioners are grade 4 employees. So petitioner 1 is serving as a process server in the office of circle office. In the circle office, Srijan Gram Revenue Circle. In the district of Bongaigaon. Instead of petitioner number 2 is working as a process server in the circle office at Dangtol Revenue Circle in the Bongaigaon district. Also, petitioners are aggrieved by the fact that they have been deprived of their promotion from grade 4 to grade 3 on the basis of seniority cum merit as per the provisions of Assam Ministerial District Establishment Service Rules 1967 as amended up to date. Also, it is the case of the petitioner that in spite of rendering diligent services, in spite of rendering services diligently and without any complaint from any quarter, for 30 and 27 years respectively, they have been deprived of the promotion. So, being aggrieved, they had approached this court by filing WPC number 1342 of 2015. Also, same petition was disposed of on 13/3/2015, whereby the Deputy Commissioner Bongaigaon District was directed to take appropriate action in the matter. Also, the Deputy Commissioner Bongaigaon is arraigned in this writ petition as respondent number 4. The court directed the DC Bongaigaon to take necessary action within a period of 6 weeks. Also, as no action was found to be forthcoming from the office of the DC Bongaigaon Command, the petitioners approached this court by filing contempt petition, being contempt case number 494 of 2015. Also, while the contempt petition is stated to be pending disposal before this court, the authorities have now proceeded to issue a notice dated 29/2/2016, whereby applications are invited from grade 4 staff only for 1 post instead of 2 posts, as mentioned earlier in the earlier advertisement. Also, it is the pleaded case of the petitioners that the written within bracket drafting and grammar in English and computer typing test and Viva Bosi, where stated to be the process under which the selection was to commence for this post. Being aggrieved, the present writ petition has been filed, praying for setting aside and quashing of the impugn notification dated 29/02/2015, and for a writ of mandamus directing the respondents to consider them for promotion to the post of junior assistant on the basis of seniority cum merit basis as per the provisions of Assam Ministerial District Establishment Service Rules 1967. So during this court, as far back as 1/4/2016, issued notice. Subsequently, the state respondents had filed their counter affidavit where an averment has been made that at para 11 that whereby at para 14 it delivered that promotion to from grade 4 to grade 3 post will be done on the basis of seniority cum merit as per rule 6 within bracket 6 within bracket B of the Assam Ministerial District Administrative Establishment Service Rules 1967. Is stated in the affidavit that the selection committee will be constituted headed by so and so to determine the qualifications of so and so. The seniority cum merit amongst the applicants will be determined on the basis of gradation list. See, para 14 and 15 is extracted below. Mr. R. or council, learned government advocate submits that in view of such specific statements made by the petitioners, by the respondent authorities, no further course survives the writ petition. The writ petition should actually be dismissed as infructuous. Since learned representative of the council in view of such submissions and in view of the pleadings available on record, this court is of the considered opinion that the grievance of the petitioners had been addressed by the respondents and no further course survives the present writ petition. This court is of the opinion that the writ petition can be closed as not press. Also, however, liberty is granted since the petition is closed in the absence of counsels for the petition. Liberty is granted to the petitioners to approach this court if the same cause is found, if any part of the same cause is found to be alive and the petitioner seeking to pursue the same. With the above observation, the petition is disposed of. Stands. No order is to post interim orders if any stand vacated.
Item number 8.
Yes,
The matter of 2015, he has completed representation. I don't know whether perhaps he has got the relief. The representation is of 2016, 2016.
none appears for the petitioner or none had appeared for the petitioner when the matter was last listed on 18/5/2022. Also, learned counsel representing
Two and three,
learned counsels appear for respondents number 1
2 and 3.
and 2 and 3 appear. Is submitted that and respondent number 4 was already ordered to be struck out by the order of this court dated 18/5/2022. So, since there is no representation, the petition stands dismissed for non-prosecution. The interim order, if any, stands vacated.
Item number 11.
Eleven. 10 has already been dismissed for as not pressed. None appears when the matter, none appears when the, for the petitioner when the matter is called. On 14/12/2022, when the matter was listed, none had appeared for the petitioner. This court had directed that on the next date, if none appears, the instant petition will be dismissed for non-prosecution. So, MS P. Sharma appears for. Respondent for the Assam Public Service Commission. Mr. H. Sharma appears for respondents 1, 2, and 3. Dismiss for non-prosecution. Interim order, if any, stands vacated.
Item number 14.
Yes.
Petition was for professional appointment here also. That was taken into consideration by the respondents here also. And they was rejected by election number D1 your also and case will take on some ground of award of some points your also. But there is no transparency as to how these points were allotted to the
Where is your application? Where is the application?
that application is that page 14 your launch.
Yes.
Initially, my mother approached the respondents or appointment or commissioner appointment. At that point of time, I was a minor your object. And the attainment of majority, my mother again approached the authorities and
When your father expired,
yeah,
any application filed then?
that application was filed your lordship. That application has not been annexed, but there is a reply to that, your lordship, that page 13, your lordship. That reply says that at that point of time it will not be considered, and at some later point of time it will be considered. And there was no communication. There was many years, your lordship, and thereafter,
How old are you now?
lordship,
How old are you now?
I am a major, your lordship, but then I have also been
34 years.
Lordship, I don't know about the respondent. Actually, Lordship, my senior is not feeling well for now. So may kindly take the matter after vacation.
Who is your senior?
CTC SS Road,
Huh?
SS Road, CTC.
now I am 33 years old.
And you're still looking for a job.
Yes, lordship. And
But
I'm
once
not
it is
very sure.
rejected, you know the law, once it is rejected that many years back. How can you now?
that was rejected only 17 year old.
Huh? No, no. Page number 13,
Page number 15 year old.
page 13. This is the first rejection.
This cannot be called a rejection, your lordship, because there are, because not a rejection as such. That point of time, it could not be taken into consideration. As I said, your lordship, the communication. And it is said that there is no communication from the higher authorities. So that cannot be considered to be a rejection.
Yes, all right. As submitted by MS. Your name? M so and so, Konyak. Learned Council appearing on behalf of Mr. SS Roy, CTC. Who submits that Mr. Roy is indisposed, is not well.
Yes, Lordship, is ready to take hold.
He is indisposed and therefore matter be taken up after reopening. After reopening, council petition does not also clearly. We leave this again on 19 July. 19 July.
Well,
Okay.
Item number 15.
Lordship, here in this matter, Lordship, we have filed our additional affidavit yesterday, Lordship, on behalf of the respondent number 2, Lordship. Lordship, in the DPT held on 10/3/2023, Lordship, the ACR of the petitioner was considered and found satisfactory.
Affidavit filed by whom?
The Director of Medical Education, Lordship, it was filed yesterday, Lordship,
Yesterday.
additional affidavit, Lordship. With the DPC, Lordship, his ACR was considered and it was found to be satisfactory, and Lordship, thereafter he was promoted, Lordship.
Who?
The petition.
Ah,
So he was promoted, Lordship. So Lordship, we want to file affidavit, Lordship. His date of promotion could be from the 2020, Lordship. When he actually.
when was he promoted?
On 22nd May 2023.
23, and you
Only
want it
after
from,
file the case,
you want it from 2020,
2020, Lord.
from the date when the private respondent has been promoted.
Yes, Lord.
Right, it is submitted by, yes, you are for the private respondent. When were you promoted? 2020. You are senior or junior to him?
Junior.
Junior. So you'll have to promote him from that day.
Not there in the period.
Huh?
The prayer was not there.
Prayer did not be there, it's a law. If you found him suitable now, unless you have specific reasons, you can't take away his rights from the day he was considered.
Let him file a reply.
What happens if he file a reply? You have not promoted him. You
Not at that time his ACR was not found to be satisfactory. The private exponent, the doctrine was more than 9 years in junior.
It is submitted by Mr.
J. Das on behalf of SP.
Standing Council, D. Women, not Standing Council, Health,
Yes.
that an affidavit in opposition.
Additional.
Additional affidavit has been filed on behalf of the department yesterday. Wherein it is submitted that in the said affidavit, it is stated that the petitioner has now been found suitable for promotion and is already been recommended. And promotion order issued.
Yes, on 22/3/2023.
Promotion was issued on 22/3/2023. So however, the said affidavit is not available on record registry to trace out the affidavit and connect it to the case records on the next day phase. Learned counsel for the petitioner, Mr.
J. Das.
J. Das submits that he be permitted to file a reply. The affidavit stated to have been filed. And Mr. S. Learned counsel appears for the respondent number 4. 3. Please, after 2 weeks.
All right.
16.
Cook. Is he a good cook?
He is.
All right. He's a cook. Why did you submitted and it was accepted?
I submitted a request for discharge. The CRPF rules says that the
Return, voluntary return.
the discharge could not have been accepted as such. They term it to be a resignation. And they finish my job.
There was a notification or a provision, I think in CRPR.
Yes, my lord,
that
they
you
have
have to-
immediate consultation time to think it over. That is the case of a resignation. In this particular case, if I may so say, my lord, since they are playing in the law says discharge and resignation is different. I paid for a discharge. They accepted a
So
resignation.
if they accept a resignation means it's a voluntary, it's a resignation submitted by from the petitioner, and that circular is applicable.
That if I pay for a discharge, for the rules, there are two concepts. One is a discharge, one is a resignation. Discharge comes when I have completed my period of service and I can say, please discharge me, I have completed it. They can accept it. In my anger, in my whatever, my lord, I give them an application for a discharge. Rule says discharge could not have been accepted. They were supposed to reject it. They convert it into a resignation. Accept it on the same day. So,
No, that's what I'm saying. Isn't there a circular
Yes.
notification that if it is a resignation, then the
It's a
senior officer
procedure.
is supposed to give him
advice,
Advice,
counseling,
counseling.
everything comes.
whether he realizes the consequences of the
In
order,
their affidavit of question, they have shown a piece of document where they show that yes, there has been a counseling.
which could not have been done on the same day. How can you counsel him on the same day? He has submitted, you accepted, you counseled him, you have given him resignation, why it is stealing?
Lordship, whether it is discharge or resignation, Lordship, he was given opportunity to rejoin his duty, Lordship. But he has not joined his duty, and instead he has submitted an application for increase of his TPF, etc.
If it is not discharged, then as he says, his application for discharge is deemed to be rejected, which means he has to be in service. Number one possibility. Number two, alternatively, no, it is not a discharge, it is a resignation. In which case you are supposed to give him the counseling.
It is
Which-
counseling is done, Lordship.
No, you have to do it in the spirit of the notification. You accept, he submits, you give him counsel, you accept, you issue notice, everything in one day.
Lordship,
Number one.
he was counseled, and he has, even after counseling lordship, he has, said that he wants to go on.
No, you just submitted that he was given time to rejoin.
Yes. And they come up with a letter saying that I said that I want to take all my money and go.
Yes.
But the person who goes back to.
He must not be a good cook.
My lord,
If he was a good cook, then he would not have been released.
I'm
He has
very,
also submitted
I
a
will
letter
make a
to
very honest confession. Very tempered. I found him very tempered. On one provocation, he goes into anger. No, what I had suggested on the last occasion, I will basically before this honorable court also. There is an order to the effect matter that this person may not be a person who required to continue in services. I mean, he has completed 20 years of service as of. If the.
On the date of discharge, date of
15
discharge.
years, madam.
And what is the period?
20 years. So 20 years, if it is taken to be discharged or voluntarily retired as of today, setting aside that order, he simply goes to the pension. Nothing.
Setting aside that order will not come
Madam,
just for the asking. You have to satisfy us.
madam.
But
If the acceptance or my termination of the relationship is taken, is set aside, then my lord, he comes to be discharged today on my submission on his instructions. He goes on with the pension, he leads a life, they do not have to deal with.
Lordship, he deserted that 10 times and oversaid the limit.
where is that finding?
11 times.
Where is that
And
finding?
also tell her resignation 4 times. Lordship.
No, where is that finding? That all these things that happen. There has to be a finding.
My
that-
affidavit, Lordship.
No, not your affidavit. Where is the finding of the department that this man is not suitable for being retained as a member of the forces?
What your lordship, it was awarded punishment after they were inquiry in every official lordship. In spite of this, taking some revenue due lordship, and he was allowed to continue in service. And in 2015, he done the education, thereafter he was.
Where is your discharge or resignation?
My lord, the repetition also has. The application that they say that I had submitted in the affidavit of petition also in the page. It will be okay.
And also he has submitted an undertaking. Lordship.
Page 81. Of the affidavit of opposition.
This is the affidavit.
81.
51.
In Hindi, actually.
Yes.
इतने हिंदी में श्रीमान महोदय आरटीसी राजगीर द्वारा निर्धारित प्रणाली विषय स्वेच्छा से डिस्चार्ज जाने की
No, this,
समय में
you are reading annexure E.
my ideas next D before Delhi
E, okay.
Yes, it's 51.
page 81.
81, this is 80. Yes, read.
So it says सेवा में श्रीमान संक्षिप्त महोदय आरटीसी राजगीर द्वारा निर्धारित प्रणाली विषय स्वेच्छा से डिस्चार्ज जाने की संबंध में सविनय निवेदन है कि प्रार्थी बल संख्या स्वयं मजार अली ने अर्जी इस प्रकार है कि अपने घरेलू समस्या के कारण इस बल से स्वेच्छा से इन हिंदी डिस्चार्ज इन इंग्लिश डिस्चार्ज जाना चाहता हूँ। अतः श्रीमान से निवेदन है कि दिनांक 22/7/17 से डिस्चार्ज पर भेजने की अनुमति प्रदान करें। Now let's see the undertaking that they have shown.
Yes, discharge.
I, post number so and so, certify that I have submitted application dated demand for willfully discharged from service due to domestic problem without anyone pressure. I have been explained the future financial hardship by higher officers. In spite of this, I want to discharge from this allied post due to my domestic problem. There is no fault or pressure of anyone in this regard. Therefore, I undertake by submitting letter that after the discharge, I never claim and will never claim. If I claim, the same will be invalidated under this certificate. I am giving this undertaking in my senses and I have no physical or mental illness or problem. Dated 22/12/17.
Same day.
Then lordship will have the next page, at page 84, my lord. There's a translated copy. If lordship will kindly have page 85, the original form. The lordship will see this is the CRTF next stop register. And the law. Here, my lord, in the on one part, the adjutant says that I have explained. On the other, on the right, lordship's right, it is by the commandant that he has been explained. There is no signature on this page. On the next page.
No, there is a signature. There is a signature on both sides.
From the petitioner. Both the persons have signed.
Yes.
It is on the next page of the CRPF next stop register that my name is written with a roll number. So even this counseling, if said to be given in the earlier case which I referred to, there will no signatures on the counseling part. And that was what was taken into account by the Supreme Court. While ruling that the resignation was not accepted in the correct means and he had to go back to service. He was allowed to go back to service. This is a CRPF meth stop register which they now bring on appeal. A person's career has been decided in such a way. Therefore, lordship will
So
find.
this is a discharge. This is the discharge.
It specifically paid for discharge, and the Central Reserve Police Force rule says, my lord, until and unless I have completed my entire period of service, I am not entitled to a discharge. It should have been rejected. He's a class 8 pass metric, class 8 pass cook, not even a metric.
Even in the remarks of the adjutant,
Yes.
it says that he is expressed his willingness for proceeding to discharge.
How could it be a resignation? That is the rule.
Page 89 of it.
89, really.
89 of it.
No,
By this order, lordship, you are allowed to join duty within 10 days.
no, 89 is what?
89
Reinstatement.
of my
What is the date of the order?
order, lordship, 13/4/2016.
Yes, yes. No, but this is prior.
No,
I was discharged. My resignation was accepted. Then they allowed me to come back again.
yes, on 22 lordship, he was 22/12/2017. His discharge was accepted and thereafter
Then
submitted an application for rejoining for allowing him to return in duty lordship, and it was allowed. Page 89. And he was directed to join duty within 10 days lordship. Paragraph 3. Therefore, if you are interested to return or enter in the force, then you may report to this institution within 10 days along with shown affidavit in which it is described that I am not returning in service in the pressure of family members or any other, whereas I am rejoining the force at my own willingness. Then lordship, instead of joining in his duty within 10 days, lordship, he approached the authorities on 2/5/2018, case 91, and submitted an application for release of his DTF risk fund, final payment, etc. Page 91. lordship. And 92 is the original application lordship with the written in Hindi.
After this 13/4, what happened?
Lordship.
after 13/4,
After 13/4 lordship, 13.
I went back to join on 2/5/18.
2/5/18, and he submitted his application 91, page 91 lordship, for release of his CTF refund, etc. But he has not said anything that he is going to he is joining his duty on the day. Only then the time was granted, but he has not joining intended. And here after 4 months, he has again submitted an application on 26/7/2018, requesting to allow him to join in his duties, and this was rejected by order dated 17/9/2018, this 93. It is actually in this technology why it is rejected. This 93.
Now, how is discharge, if I may,
It is
discharge, and did he act on the rules?
Under the CRPF Act, under this question.
CRPF Act. CRPF Act. Yes, you can read. Yes.
The rule of page 19 of the book, madam. Page 19 of the book. Lordship will find down below rule 16 is there, madam. Rule 16.
Rule 16.
I'm sorry, the page number is different.
Yes, 16.
Rule 16 is there. Rule 16. Now, Lordship will find it
No, I want to see the definition. If it is there.
of discharge and resignation.
Is it defined specifically?
It is different.
Yes,
Lordship will have rule 17.
17. Discharge, yes.
Subject to the provisions of the schedule appended to the act, any member of the force shall at any time before he has completed 3 months service or after completion of the full period of service for which he is engaged, be entitled to claim his discharge from force by applying to his appointing authority through proper channel. At the topic, Lordship will find rule D, the sub-rule D. The appointing authority may, during the period of initial appointment of a member of the force appointed under 405 of the Act, permit him for good and sufficient reason to resign from the force with effect from such date as may be specified in the order accepting the review. Then Lordship will have 17A. Recoveries on resignation and discharge. A member of the force seeking resignation under Rule 16 and discharge under Rule 7. I will pause for a moment. The two things, discharge and resignation, are apparently two very separate modes of termination of service. Termination of the relationship between an employer and employer. One happens under 16, one happens under 17. Under 17, it can be done before I have completed 3 months of service or after I have completed my full tenure of service.
Then,
And one of this application which has been pointed out, that I had written that application and that I had sought my GPF account and everything when I reported back on 2018. So you will kindly have paragraph 13 of my petition. I had made a specific statement that this letter was brought to my notice only when they filed an affidavit in opposition in the earlier round of defense.
no,
And in their affidavit in opposition, they say,
we can keep it for the reopening day.
my lord,
I can attempt this.
and I have got a certain few judgments of the other high courts, of course, which say that there is no concept of a voluntary resignation. A person resigning, even if he submits a resignation, it is upon the employer to give him the best benefit out of the severance of the relationship. In my particular case, it is only the livelihood is 6 months.
Lordship,
Be it in terms of a continuation of service or in terms of a pension on his completion of the full tenure.
Lordship, at this point also, it is not a case of his resignation or discharge. Lordship. He was allowed to join his duty. It is not a case that he was not allowed.
Why did you allow him to join?
Lordship,
Why did you allow him to join?
yes, Lordship, he was allowed to join his
Why?
duty.
Why?
He has not joined his duty, so it is his.
Why did you allow him to join? You have accepted his resignation,
Lordship.
then why did you allow him to join? If it is resignation. If it is discharged
That's it.
and you did not accept it, then there's no question of allowing him to join. He's already in service. And if he did not perform his service, you are entitled to take steps under the proceeding by initiating a proceeding against him.
That's it.
Or what is there? The court martial is not there.
Court martial is that they under Rule 27, they follow a normal disciplinary proceeding.
Disciplinary proceeding, pass orders.
Lordship, he was allowed to join in duty, and if he would have allowed, joined.
Madam, you are not realizing one thing. You are a service, you are a disciplinary force. There is a set of rules.
Lordship.
It does not depend on the whims and fancies of the commander. That you throw him out and then you feel pity and you allow him to join. It doesn't happen like that.
He was not from our lordship, he voluntarily left the salary, sorry, service.
Then why did you allow him to join?
Because since we have submitted an application, lordship, personal ground.
But that earlier order was not withdrawn. On a date when you allowed him to join. Are you saying that this allowing him to join has the effect of withdrawal of the earlier order of discharge? What will be the effect? You have passed an order discharging or holding him to be a resignation from his side, and then you allow him to join. What will be the effect of the subsequent order on the earlier order? What is the effect? There has to be an order that in view of this or subsequent order that we have passed, the earlier order stands revoked if he joins within, say, 1 week or 10 days or whatever time. Nothing like that is discernible.
Maybe lordship, after if he would have joined, lordship, any regulation order has been passed, lordship, since he has not joined. And,
Under what provisions? What provisions will the CRPF pass such orders?
he voluntarily not joined, lordship.
We can close it also if you want, but then we want to submit something more, I think.
Lordship, after mediation. Because.
Because the issue is on the short compass, whether it is a discharge or a resignation and whether you have done it as per the rules.
Yeah.
Prima facie, you have not followed the rules. You may be right that he is not a person worthy of giving the benefit or leniency or anything, but then you have to draw up a proper proceeding against him. He asked for a discharge. Discharge is not applicable to him because he did not complete 20 years service, it is 10 years. He is rejected. Resignation he has given, you have your own circular to say that you will have to counsel him, tell him about financial constraint, this, that.
The counseling was done, lordship, as per the record.
As per record it is done, but does not inspire confidence that it was done in the spirit as required under the OM.
And here are lordship submitted the undertaking.
At the joint request is the matter on after reopening. 18th July. 18th July. For admission. He will come for admission.
Item number 17.
Yes, Mr. Pine.
We got the way the matter to be absorbed under the let it come up a vacancy. Otherwise, we need some complete document meetings for final disposal. Admission period will be.
And joint request list for admission. And on 20 July.
List for admission items 45 and 46.
Yes, yes.
I put instructions, but I want to pursue this matter. In fact, the fight of the being ordered by the been freed up. And they are still not there out of work, madam. They are not allotted in work. Although no formal termination or letters were issued.
Yes, madam.
And that's it. I then give you a reflection that possible. And 140 minutes after. So, will be
is submitted by Ms. Controller, Standing Council PNRD, that and Boran, that the matter we posted after publications enabling her to obtain instructions in respect of the grievances raised by the petitioners in the present petition. So earlier, the department was represented by the government advocate of the state of Assam. However, subsequently, the department has created a panel and are represented by the panel advocates, including MS Boran, who appears before us. Also, registries directed to reflect the names of standing council, PNRD. Matter be listed again after reopening on a date to be fixed by the registry. Respondents may find their counter evidence in the meantime to advise MS Council. There's no interim order, I suppose. There is an interim order. Then we have to fix a date. Interim order. What is the interim order? Could not be filled up. You're still working.
Not working.
Then
They were not allowed to work. And there is an interim order, but dated 26/2/18.
the second petition.
Their post shall not be filled up. 26/2/18.
By new recruits, so who's holding the post?
Now when a new recruits have come under.
But there is an interim order.
Interim order is there, but they have divided
You have not filed.
the content.
But you have not challenged the advertisement. Have you challenged the advertisement?
Manner.
You have to array these new recruits.
New recruits.
Then you have not challenged, have you challenged the advertisement?
They are not party member. By that time, when I came before this court, the appointments were on matter, not paid.
Then you'll have to make them parties. Then interim order is meaningless. Learned counsel for the petitioner further submits that although an interim order was earlier granted by this court, however, the respondents proceeded to. The respondents have, however, appointed the new recruits in terms of the advertisement issued earlier. And the petitioners are also presently not being allowed to work. So accordingly, the council, the petitioner believes in the board, where the newly appointed recruits as party respondents. Prayer is prayers made are allowed, list after 4 weeks.
Item 47.
Why?
Last year, the president was advertisement, written acted upon or not. That is not been acted upon.
And what are these petitioners doing?
It is not a contextual answer, they are working.
They're working.
They're working. They're telling me.
Hey, you file your counter.
The time I counter.
Then what is your submission, Mr. Counsel?
To obtain instruction if necessary, I will finally reply to this counter. Because they are seeking to fill up those posts by contractual, on contractual basis itself. So contractual posts cannot be filled up again with the contractual.
Mr. MP Sharma, learned counsel for the petitioner submits that short date. He granted. He may be granted some time to obtain instructions in the matter. In respect of the contentions raised by the department, they counter affidavit. So, Mr. S. Bora, study council. What is the GMD?
Water municipal drinking water and fuel board, but then it will make a jol board now.
Jal board. Is it because of these contractual employees that you are having problems?
Because initially now jol board was very good, now it has started. The process will start, but after construction of all this.
Appears for the respondents. For all the
All the
respondents.
rest.
All the respondents. List again after reopening.
Bail hearing items 18 and 19.
Well, I have received a confirmation mail, charge sheet.
Charge sheet submitted.
Right.
Then what to do?
Going to the website, the petitioners maybe love to go on paper, they
Now then we'll have to call for the scan copy. I will. Before we hear you on mail. We'll call for scan copy.
if they request before below.
What to do? Mr. B. Sharma, London WP submits that charge sheet in the matter has been filed by the charge sheet number
113 of 23,
113 of 2023,
dated 25/6.
dated 25/6/2023.
Right.
This is common in both the matters.
Right, come on.
In connection with
I'm sorry.
Changsari TS case number so and so.
Both the applications filed, directing the.
Learned counsel for the petitioner submits that liberty may be granted in view of the charge sheet having been submitted, liberty may be granted to approach the competent court and file necessary applications for bail. So, in view of such submissions made, this bail application number 1991 and 1976 are hereby closed. Full stop. The petitioners are, however, given liberty to approach the competent court before which the charge sheet has been stated to have been, charge sheet is stated to have been submitted by the IO and pray for and file necessary applications, praying for bail. If such applications are filed, the competent court will consider the prayers made on the merits of the on its own merit, pass necessary orders. In application stands disposed.
Item number 48.
Yes,
Please, Your Lordship. As directed by the Honorable Court, Your Lordship, I filed my additional affidavit for the grounds I have taken, Your Lordship.
this is the second bail.
Second, bail application.
Where is the first order?
Pardon, Your Lordship.
Where is the first order? First rejection order.
It's
They
a-
18 matter,
It is addition number 12, Your Lordship.
13 matter.
Addition number 13, it is not, Your Lordship. Whereby two of the accused person had seeked bail and one of them accused on this was granted bail by the Honorable Court. Lordship, I just wanted to bring your esteemed attention to one fact, Your Lordship. Shall I-
No. This is what is second bail application.
Second.
Where is the first rejection order?
This one, Your Lordship, annexure number 2, page number 13, Your Lordship, whereby the first petitioner, who is the present petitioner in this case, was rejected. His bail prayer was rejected.
And second was.
Second was allowed.
Okay, so this is in respect of only the
Yes, the board,
first petition.
yes, the board. Lordship, I would like you to take to entry number 1, your lordship. Page number 8, your lordship. Taylor, your lordship.
Yes.
Lordship, kindly come to the last paragraph. Where I read this portion in your book.
Page number?
Page number 8, your lordship, the main petition. Let us read this, your lordship. Second line, upon arriving at the PO, it was noticed that number 1 accused Sarafat Ali, age this, son of Yasin Ali of Mampuri, PH Julia district, Assam, and number 2 accused Mohammed Noor Hussain, age 22 years, address loitering with a white color polythene bag along with another person, your lordship. Now I want to emphasize on this terminology, another person. Now this another person is supposed to be the Ibrahim Hussain, the present petitioner in Lordship. Right? Kindly come to the next page of Lordship, page number 9 of Lordship. First paragraph, your Lordship. Second line, your Lordship. However, third accused person managed to evade apprehension, whose name was confirmed Ikramul Hussain on inquiry.
What is the?
On inquiry, the other two accused person in Lordship. Now, with this, I want to bring this into estimation that this person's identity was not known by the police officers at the time of chase and when they got these two people, Sarafat Ali and Noor Hussain, and later on, when they were taken into police custody and they were asking him on inquiry, they revealed the name of third person, Ikramul Hussain, your lordship. This was
What is the ground that you are praying for now? One,
I will
earlier it
find
had been
the
rejected.
your lordship.
You filed an additional affidavit. What does it say?
That is a medical ground, your lordship. Kindly come to page number 19 and page number 3, your lordship. I need to take my father outside. My father has been referred to Apollo Hospital. I need to take him outside. I am the only son and only family member who is alive.
This is not sufficient, madam.
No, lordship, I want to take
Treatment
help.
for what?
Sir, lordship is there are
Coronary
artery disease, your lordship.
It's available in Guwahati, very good institute, very good doctors. Why Apollo Chennai?
That's the they have.
Who has referred? Who has referred?
This he's a registered doctor, your lordship. His registration number is given here. Page number 19, your lordship.
No, merely sending the patient doesn't help.
And
He's-
has
he's-
been referred
He is
to-
running a diagnostic center and a lab.
Lordship,
Then
lordship, can't I claim for the protection under section 25 of the Evidence Act? I should be given protection under
why?
25.
What is 25?
Kindly say 25. Lordship,
एक किताब को जरा संभाल के रखिए
section
ना।
25 of the Evidence Act
क्या
says that,
कर रहे हो?
lordship.
वो आदमी बैठे हैं।
Confession to
इसको
police
कहाँ-
officer not
कौन
to be true.
Sir,
No confession made to a police officer shall be
Okay.
proved as against a person accused of any offence or lordship. This is a safeguard that is against the abuse of the power of the police officer. Now, this is not clear from this is clear from the FIR that the name of the accused person who evaded from the place, who ran away from the place was not known to the police officer. Only after doing the inquiry from the two accused persons, Sarafat Ali revealed this person's name. So this, he must be safeguarded in the section 25.
you go and appeal before the Supreme Court. Who stopped you against this?
No,
Now you are filing a second application.
yes,
So you have to give me good reasons why, otherwise it will amount to a review, which I can't do.
no, not review, sir. Lordship, my condition is that your lordship, as the confession made before the police officer is not sufficient.
Is that make legal submissions. We have passed an order rejecting your case. You are agreed. You know, ordinarily, you have a right to go and file an appeal. Now you have come before this court renewing your prayer. We have given our reasons why, what is there, what is not there by going through the CD. Now you give us some material to say that this was something which was not considered by the court at the time of rejection.
Lordship, section 25.
Or something, you have filed an application to say that this application is a ground for you to send in there.
Lordship. Let us explore this side, your lordship. This case was registered in the February, your lordship, March, your lordship. One moment, your lordship. February, your lordship, on 8 February 2023. This case was registered.
Where is the FIR? Let us see the FIR first.
Yes, your lordship, it's page number 8, your lordship. This is a typed copy, and after that, page number 10, from 10, you can see the FIR. Lordship, come to page number 12, your lordship. Date is given at
What
8.
is the name of the accused number 1, present petitioner? What is the name of the present petitioner?
Now, your lordship, this case was registered in February 8, 22, your lordship. Not 22, I think this is wrong, 23, your lordship. It's wrongly typed, your lordship. I think this is wrongly typed. In the FIR, the case is of 23, your lordship. The lordship, since then, they have got 4 months.
Is the CD available? Let us see what is there. What have you seen? When was the last order passed? Where are the statements of the other accused persons?
Other accused person,
Available. What are the two names? Sarafat and Hmm.
Raju.
Huh?
Raju.
Razul.
Right.
One is Sarafat.
Right.
One is Noor.
Right.
Huh?
Raju.
Not there. What about the other two accused persons? One is on bail. One and the other?
Sir, अपनी को बोले इधर बीच से बस पता से. Sir, as per the FIR, there are two accused persons named. One is Noor Hussain, other is Arafat Ali. Now, your lordship, as per the order we received from the honorable court, that this Raju Islam has taken anticipatory bail.
These statements are not here. We have not found the statements. Not there.
Not there.
Then. Get it.
And then here, sir.
Here. There is any FSL report
My real technician report,
or SBI report?
report is sent. I check my lord, confirm the discharge taking. All are taken.
Sorry,
Lordship,
not convinced.
Lordship, just one thing, your lord, just one thing, your lordship. These notes were not recovered from the position of the petitioner, your lordship.
The investigation.
Lordship, 4 months have been passed. Whether they have recovered anything from the position of any of his attacks or any of his place where he might have kept, because investigation is going on since 4 months. So police must have done something and tried to find out some hideouts of the petitioner, whether anything could be recovered from anywhere. Police is very competent authority, your lordship.
He is evading arrest, my lord. How he will be take word from him.
You will come back on 11th, let us see. This on 11th July.
Lordship, after so many attempts, also FSL has not been
It will not come.
Not
We'll see.
protected, your lordship.
Updated CDD call for
My lord.
on 11th.
SBI to confirm my lord regarding the my lord.
Lordship, recovery is not from the petitioner. 4 months, lordship is not left for the investigation. Police authority is very competent of the state, your lordship.
correct,
Could have
correct.
recovered something
agree.
from some head of the lordship.
Wait for 11th.
If your lordship.
11th July. Call for updated CD.
My lord. 11, my lord.
July.
11.
Daily list for orders, other
It will mention. Huh? Yes.
Lordship, kindly adjourn the matter for today's
Uh.
Kindly adjourn the matter for today, at least after vacation. The council is not available.
The journal had the request, so this is a quantum matter. Not complied, order not complied.
We have been filed this matter, and the matter is admitted as already stated, your lordship.
I'll say that it is submitted for the bar that a writ appeal has been filed against the order. Which order? Order dated. Judgment dated 28/3/2019, passed in WPC Criminal 3 of 2017. Full service is submitted that the writ appeal being, what is the number?
138 of the 20.
Being writ appeal 138 of 2022 is presently pending disposal. Let the matter be listed after 4 weeks.
Item number 23.
Yeah, we have filed for staying of the review departmental proceeding, my lord. Yeah, what happened the case, my lord, 2012, a alleged offense was issued to me, my lord, and I have asked repeatedly to submit me the copies of the purported copy, lordship will see the annex of what, way back of 2012. 11/4/2012. Reference be kindly seen, my lord, reply to show for this office letter dated so and so. Page 70
Of,
of the petition.
yes,
The lordship kindly have a look, this office letter number so and so of 14/11/2012. The focus has been issued to me, but I have not received that. Thereafter, my lord, that my lord, I have written the letter, page 15, my.
what is the state of the proceedings?
Yes, departmental proceeding.
You have prayed for washing.
My lord, passing of the, in the light of the FS court decision, my lord, 6 months outer limit, they cannot do, my. That part I'm coming. Then immediately I have intimated to the authority.
Which decision?
Lordship,
Which judgment you are referring?
the referring my lord, SCC 2015, volume 16. Yes, lordship is aware, my lord. Para 28 of Premnath Pali,
Preliminary public.
Premnath Pali, para 28.
Yes,
Premnath Pali says, my lord, the outer limit of the department of proceeding has to be concluded within a period of 6 months. That has not been done. Now, lordship will see page 18. Page 18, I have written a letter that has not been supplied to me, my lord. Present address
your
also.
smile says many things.
Well, I'll produce the records. My lord, records will produce later on. My lord,
What is the stage? What is the stage? What
I'm
is
not
the
saying
stage
that.
of the
I'm asking
DP?
for the stay of the proceeding. My
No,
lord.
madam, in that, to that matter effect, madam, I was asking them for a copy of the IM, madam, it has not been provided to me till date.
I have already provided, otherwise how come it will be listed?
No, no, where is,
It is, you see the record?
I don't have the records, madam, I don't have the IM, madam.
It is the technicality, my lord.
All right. Now, what is the state of the proceedings? Proceedings, what is the state?
It has to go on, madam.
Why have you not completed it?
Madam,
Why have you not completed it?
then I have to take some instructions, madam, what is actually going
Which
on.
is in contradiction of the judgment of the apex
No,
court.
no, then apex court, he will admit, madam, in one proceeding, madam, I was the one who gave this judgment, right? Then Premnath Pali, madam, Premnath Pali. But that is in context of some other rules, but in our Assam, this resident rule, there is no, madam, period contemplated, madam.
My lord, can it be like this, my lord, without serving a copy, departmental proceeding will pass? Can it be possible, my lord? Where is the principle of that?
You have not been,
I have not been, sir.
you have not been given any WS, nothing.
Nothing, my lord. Lordship will see, my lord. I have written letter.
Allegations, statement of
Yes,
allegation.
lordship will see, my lord, what I'm doing, my lord.
If that is the case, madam, I undertake, that copy will be provided to him, the patient can be closed.
No, my lord, that cannot be, my lord. After 12 years, 8 years, he will come. What different, ground? I have come, my lord, in the light of the apex court this year. Then lordship will see.
Then we'll hear the matter on the next day.
Yes, madam. I'll produce
This
the
time, my
record.
lord, the proceeding be stayed, my lord.
Immediately reopening, madam, no stay, madam.
2012.
Your case is, you have not been intimated with regard to the proceedings. Nothing has been served.
Nothing has been served.
Now, you say that this is something the department cannot do. Either you continue with the inquiry, give, allow you to participate in the inquiry, or drop the proceedings.
Drop the.
Either of the two.
My lord, I am insisting on dropping of the.
Correct. So that will require some hearing in the matter.
Till then maybe state, my lord. My humble request is that, my lord, because 2012, my lord. Now 11 years, my lord.
You are submitting that you have not been given anything.
I have not been, now they are proceeding, my lord.
So if they're proceeding, then if they're
Page
proceeding,
29 be seen, my lord, for a moment.
if you're
Page 29 be seen, my lord. Why
Yes.
does that happen?
29,
Page 29.
yes,
Appointed that
2011.
this thing are going on.
2019. Where is the presenting officer now?
Nothing is there, my lord. In
So,
fact.
so why you pray for a stay? Nothing is there.
My lord, page 27, my lord. Page 29, my lord.
Hired learned counsels for the parties, let the matter be listed for admissions, admission hearing immediately after reopening.
My lord, I relate judgment that may be quoted, my lord. So that if it is not relevant, court will examine, my lord. My decision, my lord, what is the harm, my lord?
3rd of August. 3rd of August.
So yes, my lord, only
Learned
my
counsel,
judgment, my lord. I
learned
relate.
counsel for the petitioner submits that in view of the law laid down by the apex court in.
Premnath Pali, madam, he won't be able to see the name of Premnath Pali versus
I am not
registered
registered
Delhi High Court, madam.
Registered Delhi High Court.
Yes.
Registered in 2015, volume 16, page 415.
2015, volume 16, page
Page 415,
4
paragraph
5,
38.
it is submitted that
It is my.
the proceedings are required to be completed in a time-bound manner. However, till date, although the department submits that, department states, department has intimated the petitioner that the departmental proceeding is underway. He has not been submitted with any statement of allegations, list of witnesses, documents, etc. He therefore submits that there is no DP initiated against him, but other than a formal letter which has been issued.
That is also not. We'll see to that.
That DP has been initiated. Mr. Gogoi, on the other hand, submits that the records necessary will be produced before the court to substantiate their contentions that the
Record will speak for itself. I will take it. Let the record be produced.
we are not here to examine your records. We will examine the records if the need arises.
Yes.
So that you submit if you have to submit, or we'll
Fine.
say that you agree to the submission made by the petitioner. It's up to he there disputes the contentions and submits that the records be produced before the court. The next day, accordingly. This matter again on 1st of August. An attempt for admission and an attempt will be made to dispose of the matter. The admission stage. Records connected to the proceedings be kept ready for perusal of the court if the need arises. Further proceedings is not necessary because it is your case that there is no proceeding.
No proceeding.
Then why are you apprehending the further proceeding?
What they will do, my lord, the moment
What
they
they
get the
will-
order from your lordship, my lord, they will do everything.
So we are examining the matter. If we find that they have proceeded.
Only status quo hasn't taken. That also will solve.
No, no.
Legal record.
We will look into your interest. You are agreed by you are challenged the proceedings.
My
We'll
lord,
examine it. We'll examine it. on-
if it is status quo, my lord, purpose will be solved.
It will not solve. How will it solve? Why should we suspend the DP against you?
My lord, they cannot prolong, my lord.
Exactly. So this is something which we have to examine. That we'll do on the next day fix.
Hold it.
Item 26. Just the grievances, the content matter, I was, as a government advocate, I was directed to obtain instruction about it. The grievance appears to have been met.
Appears to is not the word. Has it been?
It's 26.
Yes. He says it has been. All orders have been complied.
Oh, my.
That is the one kindly come to the.
Where is the order?
What you could see
Where is the order?
is 62. 59.
What is the operative part?
62.
62. Accordingly, this board is of the opinion that
Nothing survives.
nothing serves for consideration that the authorities themselves have agreed to refund the affected amount of 96,108 to the petition. However, my lord kindly note, however, the pensionary benefit family pension of the petitioner will be based on the correct pay scale. So my lord, in this case, what happened? My
No, let
husband-
us understand what is the direction. You are in contempt.
yes, my lord.
So let us first understand what is the direction. With the direction,
The petitioner husband would have been entitled.
immediately pay, will continue to get on the basis of the correct pay scale. We worked out. Till such period, refixation of revision, the entitled. She is enjoying at this stage right now. So what have you done?
And also you could see consequent upon revision of family pension. Now earlier he was getting 2861, your lordship. The petitioner, the husband had died. But ultimately the husband was getting 2861. It has been revised to 3300, your lordship. Now, if that is wrong, then you would have to file a separate cause of action, new cause of action. your lordship. The very first time itself, consequent upon revision of family pension case, the pensionary benefit of Sri Hatema Ali Ahmed has been revised in terms of government loan with so and so 19 to 11 as for pension at the rate of 3300.
What is this amount of 93,158? What is that amount that you were agreed to refund?
Oh, that has been given your lordship. That the petitioner himself has agreed to and has given your lordship page number 66 of the contract. He has said that okay, this has been refunded by the director of pension.
You say it is not complied with.
I am not supplied with the copy.
I'll just give it in
It's given you a copy. Go through. We'll take it up at 2 p.m.
Question, 21. Twenty-one. Innovation of software.
But so for my instruction, the amendment has yet not been given effect, madam.
You have already taken out the notice.
That may, in that case, the treasury officer may have something to need to do about it. That is what he is worried about.
If the order is complied, we are closing it.
What's it? This is compliance.
Madam,
Yes, heard other councils for the party.
only one submission made this.
Yes,
One of the order is in the year past in the year 19. Thereafter, I have filed the contempt petition and it is complied after filing of the complaint. So I pray that the most of the things will kindly be allowed. Because I am repeatedly pushed to approve this one of the ones after again.
then we'll have to decide on merits.
Yes, but
If we decide on merits, the matter may not be, it may not be possible for us to dispose it of. If the order is complied, we see no reason to keep this
but it is
proceeding.
complied after filing of the writ petition. And this is the order.
No, you have filed this order is complied in terms of the directions of this court,
Yes, madam.
which you, according to you, was not complied, therefore you filed a contempt petition. And it was passed on 23/12.
23 an order of the court was in the year 2019. madam.
Our learned counsels to the parties, this contempt petition is filed with the petitioner, alleging willful disobedience of the order dated 26/11/2019 passed by this court in WPC 3369 of 2017. So this court, while the writ petition was filed by the petitioner, aggrieved by a deduction of a sum of rupees 93,158 on account of alleged excess drawal of pay due to wrong fixation of pay scale in favor of the petitioner's husband while he was serving as an assistant teacher in Niator Sunapur ME Madrasa School in the district of Kamrup South. This court, upon hearing the counsels and relying on the order passed by the apex court rendered in CA number 1152 2014, disposed of the petition with the following direction. Para 62 extract. Para the petitioner communicated the said order to the director of pension, to the respondents by necessary representations. What is the order at page 66?
That is the refund order. There are two directions. One was the due refund, other was the calculate pension properly. So that refund has already been.
So far as the direction of this court in respect of the refund directed to be made to the petitioner, the same was effected by the Director of Pension by the order dated 3004/2021. Well, what is the order at page 70?
This is a similar order
In some other case.
in some other case.
Since the second part of the order dated 26/11/2019, passed in WPC number 3369 of 2017, was not complied with. Present contempt petition has been filed alleging willful disobedience of the willful disobedience and non-compliance of the order dated so and so, passed in WPC so and so by this court. Yeah. Notice in the matter was issued on 1/2/2022. Subsequently, the matter was listed before the court and opportunity was granted to the respondents to obtain the required instructions. Today, when the matter is listed, Mr. C.S. Zarika, learned counsel appearing for
No, for government advocate.
government advocate appearing on behalf of the respondents has placed before this court the order dated 23/12/2022 issued by the Director of Pension, whereby the pension family pension was revised and the order was passed for payment of revised pension in respect of Sri Hatem Ali. He has expired in the meantime. In respect of late Hatem Ali Ahmed, retired assistant teacher, under PPO number so and so. Post of learned counsel for the respondent submits that the order having been complied with, the contempt petition be closed. Learned counsel for the petitioner submits that although the direction of this court was issued on 26/11/2019 and the order stated to have been complied was on the basis of the office order passed on 23/12/2022. Therefore, the direction be issued for imposing cost of litigation. Post of such submission of the petitioner, this court is not inclined to accept the submission of the petitioner in view of the fact that this is a contempt jurisdiction and this is between the court and the alleged contemptor, namely the respondents. Considering the fact that the orders, directions contained in the order dated so and so, passed in WPC number so and so, stands complied with, This court is of the view that the contempt petition can be closed. Full stop. The contempt petition is therefore hereby closed. Notices issued are recorded. Copy of the order dated 23/12/2022 furnished by the government advocate is kept on the image as a part of the report.
Item number 27. In this case, matter, the official can be the same one.
Office notes.
There are three. There are three flags A, X, and Y. You will find it.
AD card on respondent two. Answered. AD card on respondent 4, 1 and 4. It has also not been served.
Right.
Then
Only three. He has submitted some reply to the register.
you take restives.
Minor. I have to ascertain also, because as per official, you want it to be say that the name is not correct. I have to ascertain that.
Ascertain what?
I see the official, there will be the postal report is that the,
Correct address is not there.
yes,
So you ascertain and take steps.
yes,
Mr. S. Alim Lalan. A. Alim.
yes, sir.
S. Alim, Lalan, counsel for the petitioner. He is permitted to take fresh steps on correct address in respect of respondent 1, 2, and 4.
Yes.
Matter be listed after 4 weeks. The respondents are at liberty to file counter affidavit if so advised.
How that work?
29.
In the petition, this honorable court that directed the respondent authority to pay closer due and area salary from the date of filing of writ petition with 4%. But during pendency of this contempt petition, the respondents had issued a letter asking me to receive an amount of rupees 5,86,791, which should be 6,22,640. I have found any additional liquidity. Detailed calculation.
Yes, who's for the respondent?
Well, I'm on the respondent number 3, my lord. But I am not being served a copy of this additional agreement, so I do not know as to the exact amount, my lord. And my lord, you gave him a copy of reservations regarding this amount, 6 lakhs may be the problem.
Yes, and anyone else?
My lord, the name of the respondent number 3, my lord, he is no longer my lord associated with the corporation. So probably my lord, he has to be, then he has to be staff.
No, on the date when the order was served, was it there or not? You are appearing for respondent?
Respondent number 3, my lord.
You are appearing for 3.
Yes.
Who is appearing for 1 and 2? Huh? Where is he? Where, what do you have to say? Direction is against whom?
My lord, ASI receipt, respondent number 3.
Then,
So my lord, we issued a check, my lord, amount 5,86,791. And they should have collected this amount, my lord, within a period of 10 days, my lord, which they did not, my lord, in the last occasion, my lord. So my lord, today I came to know that they have filed an additional affidavit disputing that amount. So my lord, I have not been served a copy of the additional affidavit, my lord.
you serve him a copy?
There is office note also.
That was. The problem is served on the respondent number 1 and 2, not 3.
He served on A Polita.
But the main executive. Manavendra Prasad.
Is the
He
respondent
already,
number 3. Is the
issued a
respondent.
letter. In addition, there is a page number. P2.
You give him one more copy, let him obtain instruction. Why are you lingering on this? Mr.
Already appeared on the upper.
You are appearing for 3,
Yes, my lord.
not for 2.
No. Manavendra Pratap Singh is the managing director of Bharat. ESCOM.
So he was at that time Commissioner of Industries. Now he'll be number 3.
Yes.
He is the person in place of number 3. Mr. Learned Counsel for the petitioner submits that the order has not been complied with and the amount stated to have been payable to the petitioner is disputed, and the same is reflected in the additional affidavit filed by the petitioner on 23rd of March 2023. Mr. S. Das, Learned Counsel, appearing for respondent numbers 3, but you said number 2 is now the MD. 2 and 3.
Mother 3 is Manavendra Pratap. 3 is Manavendra Pratap Singh.
No, 3 is Hilali.
Yes. But Hilali is no longer associated with this.
So who is the person now?
Now, Manavendra Pratap.
So therefore you are appearing on behalf of 2 and 3. Why are you unnecessarily complicating?
Manavendra Pratap Singh is not associated with respondent number 2, madam. This corporation, industry.
Mr. Das, he is named in person.
Yes.
His designation may not be correct. He may be now the managing director, but he is arrayed as a person.
Yes,
You are not representing the office, you are representing the person.
But madam, I do not have the exact number. They will have a Commissioner of Industry and Commerce, probably different person. He's a different person.
Why are you unnecessarily? Who are you appearing for?
Madam,
Who are you appearing for? Give the names.
Manavendra Pratap Singh.
He is number 2 in the
Yes.
contempt petition. Are you also appearing for number 3?
Yes, madam.
His name and designation.
Appears appearing for respondent 2 and 3, submits that a copy of the said affidavit has not been received by him. Mr. Borman submits that he will furnish an extra copy within the course of this week. Mr. Das will obtain required instructions and place it before the court on the next day. Mr. What is your name for industries? Mr. N. Kalita, Learned Counsel, appears on behalf of respondent. List after the reopening on 20 July.
Madam.
We will. 32. 30. Yes.
Well, there's an item that probably that I have.
How did you know? There is nothing here in the list.
What's this?
What is it? It is not here in the course we supply to me. Okay. Then don't put it up. It's not here in the list, so we are not calling it up. If it has come, it will go back as being wrongly listed, as on a note to be put up by the court master. Because in my list, it is not reflected. Okay.
Nowadays, that's why. So,